Welcome to UNV Academy. In this episode, we are going to introduce accessories for IPC installation. We will show you how to select the right accessories for different forms of IP cameras in different installation scenarios. Let's get started. In this and the following charts, a complete selection process is from left to right, including the IP camera's model on the left, the installation types with matched accessories in the middle, and the successful installation diagrams on the right. Let's look at the camera naming first. The first two numbers of camera naming indicate the product form and shape structure. If cameras are the same in these two values, they share the same kind of brackets. For the box cameras installed indoors, two types of brackets can be selected. One is WM06C, which is for wall mounting, and the other is for pendant mounting. The round plate on the top is for fixing the camera, and the other side attaches to the wall. The housing case is specially designed for box cameras that are installed outdoors, as it is good for isolating heat or cold. And some housing cases are even embedded with IR light, which enables the box cameras to deliver a white and black live image in the dark environment. WM06I can be used for wall mounting, while UB06A plus UP06 can get the camera installed in the pole vertically or horizontally. For the varifocal dome cameras installation, there are multiple ways to install them. The first one is to install it to the ceiling with a junction box. The waterproof joint is optional. It can be used for stuffing the whole of the junction box to block the dust and water when the camera cables come out from its side face. If the camera cable comes out from its bottom side, the waterproof joint will not be necessary. For wall mounting dome camera, there are two types of brackets. The only difference between them is that one has a junction box. Both of them support pole mounting, as the diagram shows. The in-ceiling mount bracket is typically used for the varifocal dome cameras. Cameras installed with this bracket hide their base and wires inside the ceiling. Only the camera cap might be conceived. The next one is the electric box transfer plate. It is specially designed for North American areas and it adheres to the NEMA W06 standard. The ways to install the fixed focal dome and the turret cameras are similar to the varifocal dome camera we just mentioned. For outdoor installation of dome cameras, when we are going to wall mount cameras, we can select the junction box first and then get the matched sunshade shelf for installation. Now we can see some turret cameras and dome cameras. IPC 361 series cameras have a different base size compared to other cameras. So the accessories, like junction box and brackets, also differ in size. For IPC 373 series cameras, they have a junction box in the base, so they can directly go ceiling mounting or use bracket to wall mount. Besides, with the corner mounting or pole mounting adapters, they can be installed in the corner or on the pole. For indoor installation, the pendant mounting is also supported. If we are going to get cameras installed outside, note the waterproofing. Electric box transfer plate is used in North America and it adheres to the NEMA WD6 standard. Dome, turret, and some bullet cameras can be mounted on the wall or ceiling with it. Now let's have a look at the brackets for fisheye cameras. Fisheye camera can be mounted to the ceiling directly or with a junction box. It can also be pendant mounted. The following steps illustrate how to pendant mount the dome cameras for fisheye cameras indoors. Firstly, select the correct junction box, and then go for selecting the pole. The default pole height is 200 millimeters. We can get extra poles for lengthening up the pole if needed. SC24 and SC24A extension poles add 200 mm and 500 mm to the overall mounting length. They can even be put together jointly for additional length. Now let's move on to the bullet cameras bracket page. As we see, these bullet cameras displayed here have a supporting base, so it will be much easier to install them no matter whether we go with wall mounting or pole mounting. For the wall mounting, we only need a junction box for storing cable, and add the waterproof joint if needed. There are pole and corner mounting adapters available as well. Or you can also directly pole mount the camera without the junction box. For bullet cameras that have no supporting base, an extra bracket for mounting is needed. Here we find two types of brackets that allow the bullet cameras to be installed on the wall or mounted to the pole or ceiling. Next is mini bullet camera mounting. There are two types of junction boxes for mini bullet cameras. JB058 is for the mini bullet camera that has a square-shaped supporting base, which commonly has a fixed lens and does not support light hunter. The other is for mini bullet cameras whose supporting base is round-shaped, which generally have a fixed lens with light hunter supported. In addition, Easy Series IP cameras with a varifocal have a round-shaped supporting base as well. For bullet cameras with a junction box in the base, they could be wall or pendant mounted directly. Besides, with a pole or corner mounting adapter, pole or corner mounting is supported too. Next we will continue with the positioning system mounting. Basically, the PTZ cameras are usually mounted on the wall or installed on the pole. Sometimes, pendant mount is also applicable. This page presents some brackets for commonly used PTZ cameras, including mini, 4-inch, and 6-inch PTZ cameras. The upper part is about pendant mounting. We can have various poles or adapters to realize the pendant mounting at different heights. Below are the accessories for wall mounting. Here are three types of brackets, and each has a different length. Attach a junction box to these two brackets to store the camera cables when the camera is installed on a pole or a corner of a wall outdoors. The swan neck bracket is the longest bracket and supports 360-degree rotation. It is used mostly when the camera is installed on the top of buildings. The same types of brackets and the installation methods can be applied to the dual-lens PTZ and 8-inch cameras as well. Compared to the outdoor PTZ camera, the indoor PTZ camera has this bracket for the in-ceiling mounting exclusively, which improves the concealment of the camera by hiding the camera's base inside the ceiling. If we are going to mount OmniView indoors, pendant mounting and wall mounting are all available. With a 2D bracket and a pole mounting adapter, the OmniView could be horizontally installed on the pole or mounted vertically on the wall with the wall mounting bracket and adapter. In addition, we have two customized brackets to wall or pole mount the OmniView and the PTZ camera so that they can work together on the same site. For the wall mounting bracket, the adjustable 2D plate on the top is to fix the OmniView, and the PTZ camera is installed below. The pole mounting bracket shall go through the pole horizontally with the OmniView installed on its top and the PTZ camera below. Now let's move on to the positioning system mounting. This bracket here is for wall mounting. It is made of steel to ensure the bracket is firm enough to hold the heavy weight of this device. Pedestal installation is the other method for mounting. No accessories are required if the positioning system is installed in this way. That's all for today's learning. Hope this will be helpful to you. Thanks for your watching. See you next time.